How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite aviation channel, and today we are here with the 53rd airport update for Karachi Jinnah International Airport. Very long awaited video. This is actually the first Karachi update of 2023. Of course, other videos and other projects kept me busy, as such kept this video delayed for a very long time, but thankfully it's here finally, and I am hoping to also get a new Lahore airport update out next week as well, or the week after. That update is also very long overdue, but today's Karachi update is set between 3 to 4 p.m. somewhere around there, so most of the flights all the flights that you see in this video are reflective of that time frame. So without any further delay, let's begin, because I have nothing else to talk about. Alright, so the airport is basically the exact same as you've seen it in previous videos, but as always we'll start off with the domestic flights first. So we'll begin right here. Always the one plane just sitting here in the corner in all the videos, but PIA ATR-42, this came in from Turbat earlier, in about an hour's time, making another flight out to Sukkur. Alright, now onto the domestic terminal. 3 planes, so should be done pretty quickly. Here's the PIA A320, I was going to say ATR, but that's not correct at all. A320 at gate number 13, I think it is. I always get these mixed up. It should say right here what gate it is. 13, yeah, okay. A320, this not came in, but it'll be departing off to Peshawar momentarily. It's a scheduled departure time of 3:30, just a bit of a delay there, but it's going to Peshawar as flight 350. Next at gate number 15, I was going to say 16, but that's this one. Gate 15 is the PIA Retro A320 APBLA. This plane is headed off to Islamabad as flight 308. That's the 4 p.m. departure. And then last but not least, at the domestic terminal, gate number 17, is the Serene Air 737-800. This aircraft came in from Islamabad as flight 503, and I believe this aircraft heads off to Peshawar around 6 p.m., so it has a bit of a long turnaround here. Something like that. Either it goes to Peshawar or it goes off to Islamabad, I'm not too sure, but who cares? Came in from Islamabad as flight 503, and just getting offloaded, waiting for its next departure. Alright, international terminal is next. So as you can see, we have significantly more action here than the domestic side. So I'll start over here at gate number 22 with this PIA A320 just getting offloaded or getting serviced in between flights. Came in from Dubai as flight 214, and it'll actually be headed back out to Dubai as flight 213. Gate 23 is empty. At gate 24, we've got the Sri Lankan Airlines A330-200 in the One World livery. This flight normally is at 320 now, but I decided to put the 330 in because I like 330 a lot more. But yeah, this came from Colombo as flight 183, and this arrives at like 3:30, 3:20 p.m. and has a longer turnaround than most other airlines. Stays here for about 2 or 3 hours and departs back to Colombo at like 5:45, 6 p.m. That's flight 184 back. Alright, next at gate 25, sorry. Yeah, gate 25, PIA 777-200 ER. This aircraft is headed off to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia as flight 731. And this aircraft, this exact aircraft, APBGK, was actually operating that exact route today, so it was pretty fitting to put that one in. And moving over here on the taxiway is the Air Arabia A320. This is just taxiing in, arrived a bit early from Sharjah as flight 546, and it'll depart later on back as flight 547. It's just waiting for another aircraft to push out of its gate, which is over here. It's the Fly Dubai Boeing 737 MAX 8, and this is headed back to Dubai as flight 336. I believe that'll be like a 4:45 departure, something like that. But yeah, so those are all the aircraft in the update. Most Karachi updates are pretty short. They don't really take that long because there's not a whole lot to cover. In terms of news, one of the biggest news developments lately is Ethiopian Airlines are actually going to be starting service here in May. They were supposed to start March 26th, but of course that was totally never going to happen. But they have since confirmed that they are going to be resuming Karachi operations from May 1st, or sometime in May. They're going to be operating flights from Karachi again to Addis Ababa, or Addis Ababa to Karachi, I should say. So they last flew here in, I think, 2004 on the 757 via Dubai or something like that. And so finally they're back after all this time, and they're going to be operating on the 737 MAX 8 specifically, not the 787 or 777, sadly. They serve like New Delhi and Mumbai nearby in India, obviously. They fly there with the 787s and I think sometimes 738s to Mumbai or something, but mainly I see Delhi getting the 787s a lot. So I was expecting that for Karachi, but I don't think it really makes much sense because initial service 737 MAX, smaller plane, kind of makes more sense. So they'll be doing it, I think, 3 to 4 times a week, 737 MAX 8 service to Addis Ababa, which is really cool. It'll be our first African continent airline. It's the first also nonstop link to the entire continent of Africa that this airport is going to have, and all of Pakistan. It's going to be the only nonstop flight to the entire African continent in all of Pakistan, because usually when people fly to countries like South Africa or Nigeria or Egypt or Morocco, etc., they usually have to go via Saudi Arabia or Dubai or Doha, something like that. But Ethiopian's coming back, which is really cool to see, and you can even fly them from Chicago to Karachi. Which is cool to think about. You can fly Ethiopian Chicago to Addis Ababa, Addis Ababa to Karachi. And you can do that from any of their U.S. gateways. As a matter of fact, New York, Dulles, I'm blanking wherever else they fly in the U.S., but that's pretty cool to think about. Instead of flying the Turkish Airlines or all the Middle Eastern carriers or even British Airways, you can fly via Ethiopia. You can fly Ethiopian from the U.S. or Canada to Pakistan. That's pretty cool to think about, actually. So that's all I have for new airlines. I don't think any other new airlines have started service lately. I don't believe so. K2 Airways is a new upcoming airline, though. They have like E190s or something, which is interesting because they're the only Pakistani airline that will be operating Embraer airplanes when they begin service. But their first plane has come out of the paint shop, so that's pretty cool to see. It's a nice livery. I like the livery. A lot. So I'm not sure what their initial destinations are, but it'd be cool to see where they end up serving, what routes and whatnot, because they do have E190s. It's a slightly smaller plane than the 320, so we'll see if they expand to some smaller airports across Pakistan. It'd be cool to see. But that's K2 Airways. Otherwise, I'm not sure if you heard, Virgin Atlantic is unfortunately leaving Lahore and Islamabad, both Pakistan altogether. They're going to be ending service completely from July, I believe, and I'll cover more information on that in the Lahore update coming out whenever that comes out. And then PIA still waiting on an update from the EASA and the UK Civil Aviation Authority if they are officially unbanned. I don't know what's the status on that. I don't know what's the status on that, but hopefully soon. They keep making up some lame excuse to not unban them, but it's kind of overdue at this point. But we'll see what happens with PIA getting unbanned, because they desperately need it, especially with Virgin Atlantic leaving now. They kind of need some more UK services, because British Airways will be the only non-stop link from Islamabad when Virgin Atlantic leaves Lahore and Islamabad soon. So yeah, that's all the news I had. Now that I think about it, that's everything now. So if you have any other topics I forgot to cover, let me know. Otherwise, that will do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. And that's it. Thanks again. Take care, and see you next time. Goodbye.